All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I am with you until, we'll see. We'll see how long I'm with you. The comments didn't start right away, so I can't really say who was first because I can't check the comments. Sorry, I can't go back and check them. But I know I'm missing a few people. I know I don't see her up there. Dina Johnson was in. So good afternoon, Dina. It was somebody else, but I don't know who you were. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So it was Dina Johnson. Good afternoon, representing Walnut Hills. It was somebody else. Good afternoon. I don't remember who they're representing. CJT Basketball. Good afternoon. Jerica in the house. Good afternoon, Jerica. Thank you for checking out the show. Nick Brown. It is hard to see with these things on. It is hard to see with these things on. Nick Brown. Good afternoon. Says, happy Halloween, everyone, from beautiful Blue Ash. Happy Halloween. Ron D. Ron D in the house. Ron says he's first. You are not first. You're not first. But you here, and I appreciate it. Jerica said, y'all some dirty mofos. I don't know what they did. Sierra in the house. She said, oh, hey, I thought you were abandoning the black podcast community today. Well, you always think bad about me, so that's understandable. But good afternoon. Andrea Bustle, representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got DeAndre Crosby in the house. Good afternoon. He might have been up there earlier. I think I missed like 3 comments. Something was going on with the thing. Diane Huddleston Angel says, good spooky afternoon. That's right, it is Halloween. Got my costume on. Karen Dye Williams says, good afternoon, everyone from Westwood. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Karen. Dina checking back in says, good afternoon, Your Eminence, and the Afternoon Experiment family. She's representing Walnut Hills. Angel, a classy angel in the house at that. By the way, Sierra says she's representing Boston. Brenda Early in the house. She says, hello from Fairfield. Hey, Brenda. Appreciate you being here. Ronald Dixon. Ronald Dixon says, yo, sup? All right. DeAndre says I was first. If you say so, I don't remember. I think I missed like 3 people, so everybody can't say it was them. Vanessa Lynn Bennett London. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Jacqueline Carter, our own Wonder Woman. I'm guessing you dressed as Wonder Woman today. Or maybe nobody. I don't know. Good afternoon, Wonder Woman. I appreciate you being here. Pat Rogers in the house, representing East Westwood. Good afternoon, Pat Rogers. Good afternoon. Terry Anderson, representing downtown. Good afternoon, Terry. Good afternoon. I appreciate you being here. Samuel Campbell Jr., representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon. Got Mary Birch Lavender in the house. She says, howdy, E and all. Happy Halloween, representing White Oak. All right, White Oak in the house. Terry Coleman says, hey, checking in from E-Town. All right, good afternoon. Alethea, good afternoon. She just put laughing faces. I don't know what that means. Nate Livingston in the house, representing Toledo. Toledo in the house, good afternoon. Thank you for checking in, Alethea and Nate. You know, I had to say y'all name together because you know, Alethea loves saying your name about stuff. She always trying to say stuff. So I figured I'd pair y'all together today. Pamela Kinney, representing North Avondale. Good afternoon, Pamela Kinney. Good afternoon. I already said DeAndre. Nikki Carter in the house. She says, am I in the right live? Well, I see you. I don't know if you see me. But all right. Lewis says CK still representing the JC with the AC. Okay. All right. So Lewis is in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. That's right. It's Halloween. And This is kind of a shout out to my mama. It's kind of a shout out to my mama because I did not have a costume. I didn't even think about a costume. For real, this is why I was late. Because I was sitting here, I was ready to go, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's Halloween. I got to put on something. It's Halloween. So I did what my mama would do. I remember when I would be like, Mama, I got supposed to dress up for school. And my mama would be like, my mama would cuss every once in a while. And my mama would be like, shit, because I didn't tell her in advance. It's my fault. And so my mama would go make a costume out of something. Sorry, I bit my lip. I wasn't stuttering. My mama would go make a costume out of something. Whatever. She would figure something out. One day I went, I'm going to say, I don't know exactly what. She had some green garbage bags, and she cut out a hole for the neck and the arms, and she put me on the garbage bag, and where she got it from, I don't know. She found one of them, the thing with the eye thing with the eyelashes and the fake nose, like Humpty Hump, and she found that, and then she put me on some gloves, and she put me on some boots, and she was like, all right, go on to school. And that's what I went to school as. If you ask me what that is, I have absolutely no idea. But it was a costume. She used whatever she had around. So I said, I'm sitting here and I'm ready to go. Like I said, I looked at the preview and I was like, oh no, I don't have on a costume. So I went, and this is one of my little chemical suits that I have. I can't keep that on. It muffles the sound and I can't really hear. I doubt I'm gonna keep these on too because they're very uncomfortable. One of my little chemical suits that I had, and got some goggles. I'll be painting and doing different stuff. So that's what I put on. This is a shout out to my mama. This is the type of a costume that my mama would have put me on. So I don't know. When I looked at it initially, I was like, well, if I put this on and everything, I kind of thought I could be one of those, minions from Despicable Me? I was like, I can be one of the minions. That's what I can say I am. But then I was like, well, why do you have this on? The minions don't wear respirators. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I am. But I was just upstairs searching for something to put on because, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. And you can't beat Halloween. Am I supposed to be blank man? I don't know. I don't know what I am. I'm a little boy wearing a costume that his mama made out of what was at the house. I don't know. I don't know what I am. So yeah, maybe I'm a minion. Maybe I'm one of the minions, or I don't know. I'm a dude. Maybe I'm an exterminator, and you see the spider webs and stuff behind me, so I got to do some exterminating. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, but it's Halloween. I can't keep these on, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't keep those on. But I hope a minion can wear a respirator. Okay, so maybe I'm a minion then. But that means I got to keep the thing up. I can't do that. I'm sorry. But I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope everyone has a great evening. I hope everyone has a great evening as Halloween comes in. If you ain't giving out no candy to the kids, give out some candy to the kids. Get the kids some candy. Now look, if you don't, like E-Flat says, I don't believe Halloween. I don't understand exactly what you mean when you say that. You don't believe that Halloween exists? But you know Halloween exists. You know it does. So what do you mean you don't believe in Halloween? You mean you don't celebrate or acknowledge Halloween, maybe? But you have to believe it exists. When you say, I don't believe in Halloween. So I don't know. Uh, one of the hazmat workers um, dumping fake Texas chili at the Dukester. Okay, E Flat said, I don't observe Halloween. All right, I respect that. And there are people who don't. Genuinely, there are people who don't observe Halloween. I understand. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And if you're like, I don't want my kids to, but you did. Look, sometimes, because I always hear people say that. Like, why you did this when you was little and you enjoyed it, but now you won't let your kids do it when they was little. I did a whole lot of bad stuff when I was little that I wouldn't encourage my kids to do. But you enjoyed it when you was doing the bad stuff, so I still wouldn't encourage my children to do it. So I'm not like those people. I understand, if you believe that you have a different level of understanding on a subject, then you know what I'm saying? You might want to teach that to your kids. And I respect it. So if you don't want your kids running around, asking for candy and all that kind of stuff because you believe that it's demonic or, you believe that it's somehow tied to something negative, don't do it. And you don't have to justify yourself to nobody. I understand it and I respect it. But for those of you who don't, look at it in that way, enjoy it. Y'all don't, look, Emanuel love the kids, right? And for example, little baby, excuse me, little baby go to a Christian school. And man, that little baby, she believe everything she being taught. She learning scriptures and all of that kind of stuff. But she like to dress up. And of course, she likes going to get candy. Now, sadly, her mama don't let her go eat the candy. Her mama don't let her, she gets to pick out just a few pieces of candy and eat it. And then her mama brings me the rest of the candy and I eat it. Because, she got, I guess they said she's susceptible or whatever to getting cavities and all of that kind of stuff. So her mama, they don't let her eat sweets and all that kind of stuff, and they overdo it with the teeth brush. I won't say they overdo it, but, they do all of that kind of stuff. They make sure, take care of her oral health. So she doesn't get to eat a lot of candy and a lot of sweets. Really, she mainly gets to eat it. She mainly gets to eat stuff like that when she over here. And we don't tell her mama. Go ahead, you can eat this cookie. Don't tell your mama. Brush your teeth after. And she'd be happy. Yes, you can have a Pop-Tart. But I don't even have to say it anymore. Like, brush your teeth after. She know. And we don't talk about it. But yeah, so she'll go get candy tonight. And she won't get to eat very much of it. I will. But, that's just me. But all of that to say, she ain't thinking about no demons in terms of like real demons, even though this year she's dressing up as a demon hunter. She ain't thinking about demons and all of that kind of stuff. She not. She's just out having fun with her brother and her sister and her daddy, and they are trick or treat. That's it. Jared, talk about what she know now with my no. If anybody would get in trouble, it would be me. I would be the one to hear, Daddy, why are you giving her sweets? You know she's not supposed to have sweets. So I would be the one to get in trouble. Um, but anyway, okay, enough of that. Happy Halloween for those of you who don't celebrate or observe Halloween. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Um, Pamela said my mother also would also make something out of nothing. She always joked and said she was the head of the Ways and Means Committee. Yeah, mama would just pull out and I'd be like, I got a costume. I would be proud of my little costume. Because, look, I didn't know that we didn't have money like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say we was poor, but we definitely was, at best, lower middle class. But I thought we was balling. Like, I had a whole costume. I had a whole costume. I had a garbage bag and gloves and a fake nose and boots. I thought I had a whole costume. Now, I knew my costume wasn't on the same level as some other costumes because some kids showed up dressed as R2-D2. Like, the whole R2-D2 hookup. Like, you couldn't see him. The little head would spin around. It looked like it had wheels that was rolling. And it was a light. Apparently, he had a lighter in there. And it was a light that he would do and all of that kind of stuff. I knew I wasn't on his level, okay? I knew I wasn't on his level, but I wasn't competing. There was a competition. There was a competition. I didn't win, place, or show. But the R2-D2 actually won the competition. But yeah, you couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me my costume wasn't on point. You couldn't tell me that. So, hey, it is what it is. Let me tell y'all a lighter or a flashlight. It was a lighter. It was a lighter. I mean, I did say a lighter, and I did this. I'm sorry, it was a flashlight. It was not a lighter. He did not have a click, like Ron, the weed smoking Ron was doing the other day. I'm sorry, I apologize. Thank you, Samuel Campbell Jr. You are correct. I seriously misspoke. He had a flashlight, not a lighter. And then even once you asked it, I'm still sitting here like, yeah, he had a lighter, like a lighter, like what the police have when they come up to your car, a lighter. If the police come up to your car with a lighter, something going on. Something going on. Just drive off. Don't drive off. Get to a well-lit spot. Call 911. All of that stuff. Let me see. Oh, by the way, I did go through all of the scary movies that y'all gave me yesterday. And can I say I'm disappointed in some of y'all? Some of y'all gave the wrong titles. So I spent way too much time looking up titles. There is no woman in the white dress. It's the woman in white. And I'm sitting here, the woman in the white dress. Ain't nothing coming up. I'm like, what the hell, woman in the white dress? I'm looking. How do you not know the name of the movie? And then, it's a scary movie. I watched the previews, and it looked like a little kid movie. I'm not watching that. But I did watch the only one, I'm going to say one of the only ones that I saw that I was like, okay, that seems like something I might watch. I watched Countdown, and it was okay. It was okay. I'm going to watch The Skeleton Key. I believe that was what it's called. I'm going to watch The Skeleton Key. But I didn't end up watching it last night. I think Mrs. Livingston says we watched that before, but I don't remember it. So we're going to watch it again. We're going to watch it again. But yeah, no, I was disappointed in the majority of the movies. Y'all was giving me TV series, all of that kind of stuff. I was so disappointed. I was fussing at all of y'all. Like, why would they tell me this? Why would they tell me this movie? Like, that's a movie you watched when you was 10 and you was scared. And now you telling a 55-year-old man, ooh, this is scary. Like, what in the world is wrong with my people? All right. A little more serious. Something a little more serious. I did finally watch the video from the police officers, from the body cam where they shot the 89-year-old man. I did finally get an opportunity to watch that. And, I got mixed feelings about that. I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like, can I take this off? Sorry. Costumes are so uncomfortable. Caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, man, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
This is Dante.
Hey, what's up, Dante?
Hey, I called you for two things. One, did you get the message I sent you?
About the church sound?
No, about the video from the brawl.
No.
I inboxed it to you last night. I don't know if you got it or not.
I did not.
You know,
I'll go back and look, though.
Yeah, it's like some new release video showing that the Russian dude started the fight or whatever.
Which a lot of us already had been told that, and I couldn't prove it at the time because we didn't see the video, but I believed it. There were other people like, no, the Russian didn't, defending those guys. But yeah, some of us kind of already knew that because, some of it is just.
I think 3CDC released of the video.
Okay.
And second thing I called you about, I just left Buc-ee's, man.
All right. You got you some jerky?
I heard you ranting the other day. That's why I called you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just left Buc-ee's. Yeah, I got me some of that good old beef jerky, man.
All right. Why didn't you get? Because they got like 1,000 different variations of jerky. Why didn't you get like some raccoon jerky?
Nah. Come on, man.
Just checking.
I grew up in Over the Rhine, and I ain't eating that.
Oh.
And two, man, the brisket popping, man.
Okay.
So I heard you going off about them and Wawa. That's why I called to mess with you. So
now, all I was saying, which I still stand by, it's a gas station where they serve some hot food. That's really it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And they got a couple, T-shirts and hats and all that you can buy with the name on it. But other than that, that's all. It's a huge gas station.
Yeah.
All right, happy Halloween, man, and
hold on.
nice minion costume.
Are you dressing up for Halloween at all?
Nah, I'm not.
Are you giving kids candy for Halloween?
No, I'm on a little mini road trip right now.
Oh, so you just rolling around the country eating your raccoon jerky.
hey, I got hot and spicy too. It's popping.
Uh-oh, you better make sure you know where all of the stops is at.
hey, I'm going to bring you something back. What kind you want?
I
saw some rattlesnake jerky. I thought I'd give you some of that.
I think I'm all right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You do the same, Dante. Thanks for the call. All right, that was Dante. I don't know if they got raccoon jerky. I'm just making that up. But they do have a lot of different, like I know they got deer jerky. I don't think they call it deer jerky. What is it? What is deer meat? Venison? They got venison jerky. Yeah. So they got more than, I believe they probably got turkey jerky, which I actually like turkey jerky. So yeah. They got, Troy says deer jerky is good. Yeah, never had it. I got tricked into eating deer meat one time. I didn't want to eat it, and somebody didn't tell me that was what was in the chili. when I lived in Alabama, one of my cousins, and I was furious. And I was thinking I'm going to trick him into eating something that he definitely don't want to eat. But I didn't. I let it go eventually. But yeah. What was I saying? Edward says no. 3CDC didn't have the video, and the new video supposedly shows Russian did not start the fight per the other show. At least you said per the other show. So that I don't know where the video came from. I heard about the video. I don't know where it came from. And I don't know exactly what it shows because I didn't watch it yet. But my understanding, based on the people that I heard it from, was it showed the guy at best acting erratically and doing things that could probably constitute criminal behavior. But again, I haven't seen it, so I can't say, what it says. And I'm not necessarily taking anybody's word for it, but every part of me believed, or at least I'll say no part of me believed, oh, he was just so innocent. And he was just minding his own business, drinking and having fun. And then these hooligans came up and just, for no reason whatsoever, attacked him. He was helping an old lady cross the street. And then some black people came across the street and attacked him. No part of me believed that version of the story. He's an angel. He was an angel. And they attacked an angel. No part of me ever believed that. Let's see. Myosha says, I don't care if the Russians started the fight or not. Chief Fiji said anyone who hit anyone would be arrested, and the Russian got off scot-free. Pamela says, my mama tricked us, well, she said mother, tricked us with deer meat chili. She told us 2 days later. Dina says, I'm not a deer because they're cute. You mean you don't eat deer because they're cute? Okay. Let me see. Jerica says, are you a fairy? Oh, and I'm not a fairy. Why would this be a fairy? I don't understand. I'm going to have to put everything back on in a minute because there's some new people here and you have to see the whole thing. Ron says, think you better watch the video. I will. I'll watch it. Even though they did tell us that we couldn't see the video until the investigation was over. So let's go back to this 89-year-old man who got shot. The interim chief said, we're still investigating. Yet he released the video. So some videos they can release before the investigation is over. The ones where they think it clearly shows they're right. And other videos they can't release until the investigation is over. Or at least until people stop asking questions and want to see everybody receive the same level of justice. Oh, Tria says the question wasn't for me. Okay. I didn't understand how this could have been a fairy. Darnell, they are saying down the dial that this new video clearly proves that the fight didn't start with the slap, for what it's worth. Well, nobody thought that everything started because of the slap. The slap just escalated it. When people were trying to de-escalate, people had we all saw that. People got between them and people separated him, and then he reaches out and he slaps the guy. So everything had de-escalated, and then he re-escalated it. E Flat says all the videos show racial slurs, kicking cars, squaring up, slapping, etc. Nothing changes with the video. Okay. But anyway, I was saying about the 89-year-old guy that they shot. I got mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings about it. I watched the video. I watched closely. First, I don't always like it when somebody tells me what I'm about to see. Just show me. Let me decide what I see. I'm watching the press conference, and the interim chief is, I'm about to show you this video. It's graphic, but what you're about to see is this guy. Don't tell me what I'm about to see. Show me. Let my eyes decide what they see. When you tell me what I'm about to see, I can see something slightly different, but because you already told me that this is what I'm seeing, for a lot of people in their brains, because you already said this is what I'm about to see, whatever I see, my brain is going to rationalize it so that it fits with what you just told me I'm about to see. So I don't like it when they do that. I don't like it when they do that. Number two, I understand why the police were there according to their story. I take their word for it. I understand welfare check, all of that kind of stuff. I get it. There was an opportunity I feel like, there was an opportunity to end that without shooting that guy. And I'm not saying that the police officer didn't follow procedure or that there was any malicious intent. But, and again, a part of me want to show the video and tell you what you're about to see. But I'll just tell you what I saw. When the officer walked up to what looked like the back door, the door's open, the officer looks in. We, watching the video, I did not see a person with a gun. But again, I take the officer's word for it. She said he got a gun. I believe she saw him with a gun, right? He got a gun. At that point, you're doing a wellness check. Even if you just back off the porch. Don't back into a position on the porch where you're cornered. Get off the porch. The man's got a gun. It's an 89-year-old man with a gun who wasn't coming. He wasn't out just roaming the street causing people trouble. He was in his own house. And I can't speak for what was going on in his head because, of course, I don't know what was going on in his head. But if I'm in my house and I put somebody banging on my door talking about police and all of that kind of stuff, and maybe if I'm 89 years old and I don't want to say not in my right mind because that's probably offensive, right, Jerica? But I'm not in a position to receive visitors. I might grab my gun too. I'm here minding my business. I ain't hurting nobody. Now I get it. Somebody, but I don't remember exactly what he said. If it was, I think his daughter, or Purple Pros is saying a social worker, or somebody had called for a welfare check. And again, I'm not here to say that the officer is wrong and should be convicted or none of that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying some of this stuff can be avoided or, maybe create a situation where it's not, I need to shoot somebody. You roll up on the door, he's in the house with a gun. Oh, he got a gun. Back up off the porch and back away from him. back off the porch, and he's clearly somewhat okay. Maybe that's when you back away, keep a great amount of distance, call in the mental health team. My understanding is they have a mental health team. And I'm not saying he was having any sort of a mental breakdown. I'm not in his head. I don't know. But somebody in their house with a gun who wasn't bothering nobody, hurting nobody, he was in his house, should not end up shot because of a welfare check. If there's any way to avoid it. Now, it's easy for me, many days later, watching and analyzing the video, thinking this should have happened, or that should have happened, or that should have happened. They should have did this and they should have did that. Which is why I'm not saying, the police was out of line, they was wrong, they was this, that. I'm not attacking the police. Or maybe somebody will say I am. I am questioning. Why not just leave that man alone? Call in some mental health people and, leave him alone. It's a welfare check. That's him. You got a gun. Hold on, back up. Everybody back up. Call in, whoever we need to call in to protect ourselves and to protect the public. He's still in his house, so he ain't came out. He ain't, trying to do nothing to nobody. He's in his house. Back up, call in some mental health. I think it was his daughter. Call his daughter and say, hey, it looks like he's here. He has a gun. And, can you get here? Is there someone else that can get here? Whatever. Or hell, just close the door real quick and get out the way. You know what I'm saying? He's in his house. And call in somebody else. Upstairs. Hello, police, are you? Oh, he got a gun. Boom, close that door. Hey, he in there. He looks safe to me, and he got a gun. And then what? But then, Emanuel, what if he end up shooting himself? That's why you call in somebody. And you maybe talk to him. I'm going to say, sure. And again, just listening to the officer who ended up shooting, I don't think the shooting was fatal. I know he was in critical condition, but I don't think he had been killed. Last I heard, he was just critical. But if you come here for a welfare check, you banging on my door, hollering and screaming, and I get my gun, man, leave me alone. Call somebody. I'm somebody else. You standing on my porch talking about drop the gun and come out. Why? I haven't broken a law. And I know people watching it like, but they just trying to help. But I don't know that you can just use, I'm just here to help you, as an excuse to force that man to come out of his house with a gun. Again, he wasn't bothering nobody. And the officer didn't want to shoot him. She didn't. She probably was following procedure exactly. So maybe they should change the procedure on a welfare check. If you get there and the person is fine, but they have a firearm, but they're not threatening anybody with the firearm, kind of leave them alone. Call somebody in to talk to them. Close the door and get away. Don't put yourself in a corner. Now, look, I get that all bets are off when you step outside the door and you point the gun at the officer. I get it. All bets are off. And that's what it looked like happened. He came out. He had the gun. The officer's over here. He turned, and it looked like he was pointing the gun. Now, he might have been putting the gun down, but if I'm an officer, I'm not trying to figure out for sure. That gun starts pointing in my direction. I got to do what I got to do to survive. So I'm not, bashing that officer. I just don't like the idea that an 89-year-old man can be at home minding his own 89-year-old business. Officers show up at his door and he's shot. That bothers me. Again, it's one of those things where I don't have the answer. But I will say, when I was watching it in real time, I did think when she said, "Oh, that's him. He got a gun, y'all." I was thinking, why are you still advancing on him? Back off the porch, or back off the, whatever you call it, back off the little deck or whatever. Back away. Back away. Don't advance on him. He's in his house. Leave him. I wasn't just thinking that. Literally, I was saying that out loud because me and Mrs. Livingston was watching it together. I'm like, leave him. But so, yeah, that was an unfortunate situation. Of course, I feel bad for the 89-year-old. I feel bad for whoever called for the wellness check, because you feel guilty when you call for a wellness check and the person was just fine before the police got there, but then they end up shot and in critical condition. You feel bad, like, oh, I shouldn't have even called, but you're just trying to help out your loved one. You're just trying to help out your loved one. But yeah, man. You don't want to see that happen. And I feel bad for the cop. The cop didn't want to shoot that guy. She didn't want to shoot that guy. Like, I think sometimes you can tell, and I could tell by the way that she didn't want to shoot that guy. She did not want to shoot that guy. You got some of them, you think police just wake up talking about wanting to shoot somebody today? I think some of y'all do. Some of them do. Remember that dude? Give me my gun so I can go get some dopers. He didn't say dopers. Give me my gun so I can go get some dopers. He want to shoot somebody. He wake up in the morning thinking, "Oh, I wish somebody would give me an opportunity to shoot him. Just, move at me too fast. Oh, I can't wait till I can shoot somebody." Some of them do wake up thinking, "I want to shoot somebody today." I don't think that lady woke up thinking she wanted to shoot nobody. That whole time she was thinking, "I do not want to shoot this old man. I do not want to shoot this old man. Stop, put the gun down. Please put the gun down. Just put the gun down. Just put the gun down. Please put the gun down. Just put the gun down. Put the gun down. Please put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. It's pointed at me now. I got to shoot this." So I feel bad for, everybody involved. I feel bad for everybody involved. Vernon says, nobody wants to shoot an 89-year-old veteran. At least I hope not. Some of them do. You be kissing white people ass, but I'm telling you, there are some of those guys that wake up in the morning wanting to shoot somebody black. You can hope not all you want to. You hoping for nothing, because it's some of them, that's what they wake up for. They in the Klan and a police officer, and they wake up hoping, wishing, praying for the opportunity. My husband's laughing at your costume. He said it looks terrible. I got to put the rest of it on. Hold on, CK. Let me put the rest of this costume back on. Put the rest of this costume back on. I think I'm settling on a minion. I'm a minion. That's what I'm settling for. CK.
Hello, Livingston. What was the race of the murderer?
Of the murderer?
What was the race? I assume that the victim was African American based on your conversation and commentary. I want to know the race of the murderer, the
What?
killer,
Hold on.
the
I'm not.
shooter.
No, did he die? I mean, did I miss something?
Oh,
Did
he
he
didn't
die?
die. Thank God. I'm just listening. You're my news report. I don't know nothing. I'm listening to you for my current events, sir. I don't know. I take the whole story from you.
Yeah, last I heard he was just in critical condition.
Thank God. Thank God. Now let's pray. Let's pray. Now you know you have to be strong as 89 to take bullet wounds anyway. I don't care if you get shot in the pinky toe, sir. Life is in danger when you are penetrated by bullets, especially at that tender age of 89.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes. And the race of the police officer who shot him, and again, she didn't want to shoot him, she was an African American female.
Oh my God, one of us? It was one of us.
Yeah, but that lady did not want to shoot that man. She did
It
not.
doesn't matter, sir. You need to stop saying that. You need to stop speaking for people.
But it's
that is where
true.
Americans go
No,
wrong.
you could
have to stop doing that,
you
sir.
You could tell she did not want to shoot that man.
Okay. I will take your word for it, but this is what got us over here, telling how other people feel. Let people speak for themselves. She got a mouth, sir. You do understand this. You don't have to speak for these people. They can speak for themselves. They're grown, just like you. She, like you said, some people wake up with thirst, murder. They want to kill the other team. I'm one of them. But I don't act on it. You know what I mean? Just because I want to get revenge for what they did to my people. You know what I mean? Rape my people. So that hurts me every day I wake up, man. But I don't act on it. But some police officers have the privilege to act on their primitive and vengeful. You know, they wanna kill, and I think some people like murdering elderly people. Do you agree?
I would say probably, yeah.
Yeah, because they like your old ass is taking up space. I think that'd be their mentality. They'd be like, you don't even deserve. You know what I'm saying? You still here. And I think that's what happened with the pot of water. He just killed her because he wanted her to die. He didn't kill her because he had any threats. You know what I mean? And you're saying in this situation with this African American woman, you don't feel she had murder in her heart.
No, I'm certain she didn't.
Okay. So you're saying justifiable homicide?
Well, I don't think he's dead, so there is no homicide. And if he does die, he pointed a gun at her. You know, everybody got a right to defend themselves. So, and I guess you could say he got a right to defend himself, but she was kind of doing her job.
Okay. From the listens of things, it sounds like you got it right. You know what I mean? But you said certain. When you say certain, that makes me think 100%. So I just want you to understand that I do not like when people speak for other people, but in this situation, I understand that she's in this. She can't really talk right now. Am I right?
I would imagine, no, she's not going to come out and make a statement.
And this is why you might want to lean against joining, when you're talking to your grandbaby. Don't go into law enforcement because of these type of situations. You know what I mean? It's too unpredictable, Livingston. You know what I mean? And she's a young woman. Now she has to deal with murdering an elderly person. The trauma. This might make her quit her job. You know what I mean? By taking somebody's life. You never know, sir. So, when you talk to the young people, you let them know. Steer them away from law enforcement because you don't want a tragedy like this to affect the rest of their lives, Livingston. Do you understand?
All right. Is that it?
Yeah. I just want to thank you for bringing Halloween to the internet. You know what I mean? And you dressing up, and you said this is dedicated to your mother.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's love. Rest in peace to everybody, man. To your mom, and thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Are you? Hold on. Are you dressing up?
Today I was off today, but I decided to go in to work and get some overtime, sir. So I might stay. I might leave half a day. I didn't want to come in. I just wanted to be lazy and stay in the house and eat and watch TV. But I
So,
just
so that's a no. You're not dressing up.
I'm dressed up in my work uniform. Ain't that the best uniform you can wear?
Uh, Maybe not for Halloween, but
You right. You right. Hey, much
are you
love,
are you
man.
giving out candy?
No, I'm eating a lot of candy though.
But
Well,
I mean, like, are kids coming to your house trick or treating?
no, I live in an apartment. They wouldn't be safe doing that. Not at
Why
all.
not?
They wouldn't be. I
We
mean, when you
used to go
got
to people's
security doors,
apartments.
we have homeless people that sleep in my building. I don't think kids should come through there as of a trick or treat. Not where homeless people live.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
I hope the kids enjoy trick or treat. Hey, so hold on. One last thing.
All right.
How do you feel about the 6 to 8 time frame? Because it seems different. Like, was that what we was on? Because it don't seem nothing like that when we were trick or treating. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that,
I
sir.
don't remember. No, I feel like we used to trick or treat really late,
Yeah.
but I think 6 to 8 is plenty of time. 2 hours. That's plenty of time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, man. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I did make them foggy. You can't do that. Long time. Tell Denise that I looked up the minions, and some of them do wear goggles, not black glasses. Some of them wear goggles. So tell her to mind her own little business. Let's go to the phone. Twin,
You laughing at me?
always.
Man, you look like you about to paint cars at Earl Shop or something, man.
Look, I'm about to what?
Paint cars at Earl Shop,
Oh.
paint shop. Well, what made you dress up like that? Little baby informed you to do that or something?
It's Halloween, bro.
I'm saying I thought you'd come out like Spectre Gadget or something like that. You came out with a whole PPP extermination suit like you about to do a COVID. Grab some body.
Look, this is stuff that I have around the house. This was in my mind a tribute to my mama. But then when I looked at it, but
respect,
then when I
respect.
looked at
One
it on the
love.
camera, I was like, I could say it was Minions. At 3:30, I was sitting here, and then I was like, it's Halloween. I don't have no costume. I said, let me throw up a different background, and let me go see what's around the house. And I found this old. Well, it's old, but it was still in the package. So I found this suit, this little chemically resistant suit that I was gonna use when I painted my screen print press, but I didn't end up needing it.
Yeah, first I thought, I forgot a little bit about Halloween. I thought you was about to, go do something around the house with that suit on.
Yeah, nah, but I just my mama.
So I thought about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, my mama used to when I would tell her at the last minute,
Yeah.
we got a Halloween party today. She used to just go around the
Yeah.
house and find something and make a costume. And so that's what I did. So, and what really while I was doing it, it made me think about my mama. Like this is what she was going through when I would last minute say the Halloween party is today. So that was it.
Them OGs back in the day, hey, put it together. Hey, we ain't got no costume. Oh, don't worry about it. We
got
gonna make up something.
That's
Poke out
exactly.
the sheets and stuff from the blankets and all. Cut a hole in it. Paper bags, all that.
All
Them good
that.
old days, E.
Yep.
Good old days, man. That's a nice tribute, though. That's a nice. I can get, about time you thinking. I ain't know.
Well,
Even though you don't agree, you don't know, but you know something today, huh?
hey,
I
hold
can't
on.
agree with you.
Let me ask you this. When
Huh?
you don't know something, someone asks you a question and you don't know, why don't you just say, I don't know?
No, because I feel like, man, what do you know? You don't watch TV. You don't adapt to society.
No,
But
hold
you
on.
can come
Wait,
on here.
you're not
You can
answering
come on
my
here talk
question.
about
Hold on,
gingerbread.
you're not answering my question. My question to you was when
Because
someone
I feel like you're in the field of radio and
what?
other things.
No,
You've been around
again,
the
you're not
game too
listening.
long.
No,
I thought you might
you are
know.
not. You're not listening to the question. Listen to the question, please. When someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, why don't you just say, I don't know?
I will say that.
You don't. You never say it, and you never know anything.
Pretty much I know a little bit, but I'm not just going to know all. I'm not going to give you the answer that you're looking for.
No, the twin, for real. Sometimes,
I'm not going to be silent or dumb about the situation.
but
If
you
I
could
don't know,
say, right,
and
so
so
you
I'm going
could
to
just
I'm going to
say,
play around the situation. Like,
no,
well,
just say, I don't know.
no, if that boat need one more boat in it, I'll say it might need a boat in it, might not. I'm going to play the situation like that. I'm just going and not going to be silent. That I ain't going to do.
Saying I don't know is not being
I
silent.
know how to say I don't know. But if I ain't never, went through that situation, then I say, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I ask somebody else about that one. Of course I wouldn't, hold
You
back and
never
just
say I don't know.
I'm not the type of person because every time I ask you something or somebody in the chat asks you something, I don't know. Hey, man, did you see such and such got shot on? Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know. I don't agree
Right.
with that.
Why
That
would I
make me
just
feel
make
like, damn,
something
what do
up?
you know? That's
But
why I
why
be
would I
putting in the
just
chat.
make something up if I don't know? Why not just
That's not the
say I don't know? I'm like
because
you
it make
just
me feel like it make me feel like you in another world or something. Because every time, about 80% of the chance, every time I listen to you,
you
is
just made
I
that up.
don't know.
You just made up a statistic.
Man, I'm not making up nothing because every
You
time
did. You
I
just
don't know.
pulled
I
80%
fall
out
back
of
and listen to
nowhere.
you.
But again, the point is,
Emmanuel, if you
if
tally
you
up
don't,
all you don't know, Emmanuel, you be like, damn, on your podcast you came on. It's I don't know. Or
because if
I
I
don't
don't
agree.
know, then I don't know. And if I don't
I
agree,
understand.
then
I
I don't
understand. I
agree.
understand. I understand. I understand. But dang, you got to know something. Just make up something.
No, see, that's what you do. You just make stuff
No,
up. You can say, I don't know sometimes. So trust me, saying I don't know sounds better than just making some shit up.
but at least I know you tried to say something. But you
Oh,
don't say. You
that
say
is
every time. I'm
horrible.
just saying, real talk, E.
Right,
You
this is
just
real
say, I
talk.
don't know. I don't. Man, what do you know? You
The
make me
stuff
feel
that
like
I
you're a
say
dodo
I
or
know.
something.
All of the stuff that I say, that's the stuff I know. The stuff that I say I don't know, that's the stuff I don't know.
I'm saying people like, bro, you been a radio guy, E-Man, or whatever. People be like, hey, did you see such and such? No, I didn't see that. Did you see? And I'll be looking like, damn, do you even watch TV besides wrestling? You know everything about wrestling, but when somebody come to you, confront you about, hey, did you see this or you do this? I don't know.
Right.
Man, what do you know?
Wait, so
Make me
what?
feel like
Hold on.
you in La
So,
La Land.
wait, if I don't know, what am I supposed to say?
Because I label you as a radio guy since you've been in the radio field and up to date with news and other things, podcasts, being a podcast. You got to bring some to the table, E.
Twin?
It's just, hey, what's
Twin.
this? What's this? Come
Twin.
on, E.
Twin. But if I don't
Huh?
know, why not
I
just
understand
say,
now. Okay, I understand now, E.
okay.
I understand, player. I understand, man. Raise your blood pressure down, man. Bring it down now.
You
It's a
the
good
one
day
that.
for you.
Okay, you're right. Let me bring it down.
No, you
Even
be
though.
killing me though, man. I'm like, what do he know? I mean, he keeps saying he
all
don't know. He don't.
all of the other stuff that I say that I know. Look,
But
understand this.
as
Hold on, hold
me,
on. Wait, let
I'm
me finish
thinking.
this statement and then I'm gonna let you go, okay? Not hang up, but I mean I'm gonna let you say what you want to
Oh, you
say.
hung up on me yesterday and you was
Yeah, cause
wrong.
yeah, cause you was talking crazy. But let me just say this and
And
then
you
I'll
not
let you
doing it
say
now?
almost anything you want to say, okay? Um, I don't know everything, right? So if I've come on and every once in a while, let's say I prepared 10 stories, and then
Yeah,
somebody asks me about what would have been story number 50, and I don't
yeah.
know it, I'm not just gonna make up something. I'm gonna say, oh, I didn't see that. Let me look into it. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Let me look into it. Let me ask you this. Okay, prove my point. What did they vote on in Canada's parliament last
I don't
week?
know.
Exactly. So do that mean, oh, you don't know nothing? Why don't you know stuff? Why don't you know stuff? Because nobody's going to know everything. And the stuff that I don't know, I don't know. And I look into it
What did
when
they
I have
vote
an
for? A new
opportunity.
parliament or something?
Oh, I don't know. I just completely made that question up because I knew you didn't know.
Oh, okay. I mean, I kind of glanced at it a little bit, but it
You
was a
did
new
not stop it.
voting.
You did not glance at Canada's parliament. You didn't. You should have just stuck with I don't know. There's nothing wrong with I glanced at it. You did not glance at parliament in
Wasn't
Canada.
with a vote? Wasn't they voting or something up there?
I don't think so. I just made that up.
It was
100%
China.
made that up.
Was it China? One of them
Oh my
doing it?
God. You was not looking into it. Just
Hold on,
say I
hold on,
don't know.
hold on, hold on, hold on. It was some country, some state, whatever was voting on either new president or something like that. Recent, I think it was last week. Matter of fact, you can look it up. I'm pretty sure I'm A1 on this one. That somebody was voting or something like that. You hear me?
You was real good when you said I don't know. And then you had to make something up to make it sound like you kind of knew. Like just I don't know is good enough. I don't know. I kind of
I
glanced at it
didn't.
a little bit. No, you didn't, because I made it up all the way,
Hey,
just
hey,
right off
E,
the top
hey,
of my
E,
head.
hey, E.
Yes.
What happened that black lady shot that dude
Which black lady shot what dude?
when you was just talking about it, a welfare check and all that? What did it happen here?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. That remind me. Remember last year or this year when that I think it was Westchester, I want to say, Liberty Township, one of them. Remember that old white man came to that door with the pistol, and police just as soon as he opened the door, he just shot him. Like he got a gun, he got a gun. You remember that?
I do not.
Oh, I thought you put here. I think it was Westchester, Liberty Town. One of them. It happened either this year or last year. The old man came to the door with his banger and everything, and because they was banging on his door, and as soon as he opened, he had raised his pistol up and bam.
Okay.
So
You're
I
saying
thought,
that though to say what? I take your word for it, kind of, that it
no,
happened.
I thought that was I thought that was what you was talking about until you said the black lady shot somebody. But at first, I thought that's what you was referring to.
Yeah, no, this happened. It wasn't yesterday. I think it was day before or maybe day
Yeah,
before that. But it happened this
yeah,
week.
yeah. And man, I'm gonna go back and look because I've seen it in the chat, Wyatt Messenger and everything, group chat. I'm gonna go back and look at that video because I'm trying to look at. I know what the other people did, but I'm trying to see what he did. That white dude, the Russian guy.
Okay.
Like what really started out. I want to see how they said he started out kicking the cars and because there was so many people. I'm trying to pinpoint, like aim it, like see where you good with that, camera stuff. I'm not. I want to really aim at him. Like, let me see what he did. Did he really spark this off, this jump off or whatever? I want to see how it really jumped off because 3CDC, like they said, had the real footage of it.
Well,
of
twin,
what.
hold on. Let me tell you this. Somebody in the chat got your back. They said Bolivia and Ireland had presidential elections last week.
It was somebody I seen on TV.
I knew, yes. You are an international man of information, and you knew that they had presidential elections, maybe in Bolivia. You was
It was
following.
somebody I seen because they didn't want him to, whoever that person was, they didn't want them to be the president, and they started fighting. I'm like, damn, that remind me of when they threw that shoe at Bush. Was that Bush or Trump? One of them they threw the shoe at.
You don't have to convince me. I believe that you're up on Bolivian and Irish politics.
I'll be listening to that and other things, but I knew it was something last week that what happened.
Right.
One of them countries was having a presidential thing, and they didn't want him to her to be the president, so they started fighting and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, them Bolivians be going wild.
Oh man, them was wild. And everything. What else on the menu, E?
I don't know. You called me back yesterday after you had already talked.
Because your brother got down on me and stuff and everything.
Because what?
I don't know. Your brother got down on me and you knew he was coming on, so you got to take your brother's side.
What did he say about you?
That. I forgot what he said. It's a new day. But I know how you Livingston brothers get down. Y'all Livingston brothers just like that, man. Clown people. But, y'all be all right soon. Y'all be all right. And everything.
All right. That's
it. You passing out candy, man?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't worship Halloween no way, man. I'll stop doing that devil stuff, man. I don't do that.
Hold on. But when you were observing Halloween, do you actually believe you was worshiping the devil?
Until my mama told me.
Huh?
Yeah, she told my mama was, man, a sanctified woman, man, and she let her get out. She said, y'all is not going this year. That's when Homie the Clown and all that, we don't play that. It was kidnapping kids, and they put, like, razor blades in people, little kids' candy.
Wait, Homie the Clown was kidnapping kids?
Yeah, Homie the Clown, they put an alert when I was in elementary, and that they put alert. We had to stay in the school, was shut down. Homie the Clown was going around, kidnapping kids and all that in Chicago.
You said it wasn't just a generic Bozo the Clown. It was specifically
Homie the Clown, whatever he is. Not Bozo, Homie the Clown.
It was specifically Bozo. I mean, Homie. Okay. How many kids did Homie the Clown kidnap in Chicago?
Yeah, they was going around kidnapping kids, man.
How many kids? No. How many kids got kidnapped by Homie the Clown in Chicago?
Man, they was on. I don't know. They was on that milk cart or in the store. Have you seen them and all that? It was crazy. So I'm like, I ain't going there. I never liked it that crazy, jumping out caskets and all that scary. Man, I ain't with all that, man. Gone.
Jumping out caskets? You were going to haunted houses?
I went to one haunted house and that dude raised out that casket and dude came out the door and I punched him. I'm like, man, because I ain't know that was my first time eating, My killer instinct from shooting.
Okay, and I just want to make sure I understand it. How old were you the first time you went to a haunted house?
I'll say about 13, maybe.
So
12,
at the
13?
age of 13, you didn't know that those were actors. You thought it was a real dead person that popped up.
Let me tell you like this. When I was gangbanging at an early age, man, I'm on crazy mode, man. I don't know what's coming at me. My thing is to shoot or whatever.
Right, but
be alert.
But you knew that you went to a haunted house.
Man, it was normal. Hey, when you first go in there, it's normal. You go through the little maze. Okay, ding, 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 all that. Then you get deep up in there. Oh, and the dead body raised, and here come a goofy Adam Sandler or Adam the Family-ass guy with knots in his head. And, man, I ain't like all that. So people like, you a punk, man. I don't care, man. I don't like all that.
No, look, I understand that. If you just minding your business, walking through a house, and then somebody jump out at you, okay, you boom, I'm going to respond. I get that. But you paid to go to a haunted house, and you
You didn't have to
still
pay back
thought
in the
it was
day. It was free. It was for the free. You didn't have to
okay.
pay.
But you specifically went to what you knew was a haunted house, and you still thought that it was
Hey,
real.
looks can be the deceiving when you watching TV. Okay, it's real, but you know when you in that real mode and everything, I'm like, man, what the? I'm like, no, I ain't with this. Until you really face reality of it, like you see it on TV, okay, but when you there, I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. So I just don't, I just don't do it. My mama said, no, that's the devil day, so I don't do that. So she started taking us to Hallelujah, what they call it? Hallelujah night.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Hallelujah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Yeah, you take that's when she started taking me and my brother as a punishment or whatever. But
And
no, I
so
don't.
and so when you were 13
Yeah,
and you used to see people walking around in costumes, you didn't know those was costumes. You thought that's actually the devil walking down the street.
you talking about trick or treat?
Yeah, Halloween. You would see somebody in the devil costume and
Oh,
you thought that's the actual devil.
no. I look at them up and down. They was dressed up like Goofy, and I mean, I didn't like. I mean, as a kid, like 6, 7, 8, yeah, I enjoyed
No,
it.
I'm
But
talking about at
as I
13. You was like literally afraid, like, ooh, that's a real ghost. Ooh, that's a real clown. Ooh, she really a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying?
no,
You
my
couldn't
mentality at
distinguish
that
between the
age,
costume and the
my
real deal.
mentality, no, my mentality at that age when I was gang banging at that age, now I'm ready to shoot. I was standing on,
So you would have shot the
watching off.
devil.
Man, the way I was going at that age.
Okay.
To be honest with you, man, on my mama, the way I was going at that age, I was gang banging at that age, 13, 14, and 15. I thought, saw my guys and everything get murdered and all that, and seeing dead bodies, man, real talk, man, I stopped. That made me, no, I ain't no GD no more and stuff. So I really stopped him, man.
Well, but I'm
And so
focused
now,
on your Halloween beliefs. And
yeah, I
so,
don't believe in that.
right. And but at
It
13,
because how I was raised.
but
And
at
so my mama was
13,
like,
you could not tell the difference between a man in a devil costume and the actual devil.
I mean, I can tell. I can tell the difference. I just didn't want to, I didn't want to, I had to honor my mama thing. Like, how I came here. I didn't want to come here. But she said, your blessing in Cincinnati. I don't know nothing about Cincinnati. Except, what is that, WKRP radio station? I didn't know Cincinnati. I thought it was in Kentucky. I never knew Cincinnati was their own city. I never knew that.
Okay.
So
Wait, how
I
old
came
were you
here,
when you came here?
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
My mama passed away '03. I left after her funeral, came here. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me get this straight, E.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit after '03. She passed away like July, August.
And how old
I
were
want to
you?
say August. Me?
Yeah.
I was 23.
So
Then I was on the run.
wait, just so I'm clear, at the age of 23, you did not know that Cincinnati was a city?
No, I heard of the Bengals, and I never been in. See, I've been to Cleveland, Columbus, and Dayton, and
Okay.
yeah, and I never knew Cincinnati was. I always thought Cincinnati was part of Kentucky.
But what about the
So
fact that they were saying Cincinnati, Ohio? You still thought
you
Cincinnati,
breaking up a little
Ohio?
bit. What you say?
You
What you?
thought that Cincinnati, Ohio was a part of Kentucky?
Yeah, yeah.
Then why did
When
you
I was
think they
little,
were saying Cincinnati, Ohio?
you said what now?
Why did you think they were saying Cincinnati, Ohio?
When they were saying Cincinnati, when I was growing up, it was Cincinnati. They ain't saying to put Ohio behind it. It was just Cincinnati.
No,
But
because back
when
in
I was
hold on, because back in 2003, the Bengals had
no, I'm
been
saying no. Let me get it straight. When I was a shorty, I can say I say Cincinnati. I heard of Cincinnati, but as when they say Cincinnati, I was always, when I was little, I always thought, watching them on TV and all that, and watching WKRP Cincinnati, that little radio station, whenever they had sitcom going on, I always thought it was Kentucky.
Okay.
And watching y'all the old stadium, which it was, I thought it was in Kentucky. That's why. But as I came down, our first visit here in 2001, and that's when y'all had a riot or something went bad in Cincinnati that year. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with this city? It's crazy. And people told me we on curfew and all that. I'm like, oh, wow, what is that? And they told me.
You didn't know what a curfew was?
No, I'm saying they talking about a level this and all that. You can't go out, and they riding down the street. I said, what y'all, some white people or something? Because I didn't know what was going on. And they said they was breaking in the stores.
You had never heard of a riot?
No, I said I never knew what was going on in Cincinnati that year when I first visited here in 2001. And they was telling me what went on that year. So I visited in 2001, helped my cousin move down here, and then I left. Then I came back, and I was on a run, and, that, and then I'm like, man, I got to stay here. This is what my mama said, my blessing here. So I've been here ever since, I ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
And everything. I got called to go to Florida, but I'm not going to Florida. No, I have a brother down there. I'm cool.
Yeah, don't. And, Florida
I don't like that. I don't like all that. It's always warm down there. Now I got to be close to Chicago, man.
Yeah, but in case you do choose to go, Florida. But just in case, you never know. Florida is in Florida.
What you mean? I said Florida.
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Well, why you say it like that? I know where it's at, man. Why you got to say it like that? I said Florida, man.
You might have thought it was something else. You thought Cincinnati was Kentucky. You might have thought
Florida was
Georgia.
Why you do that, man? I've been to Florida like 50 times. Why you do that, E?
What? I'm just trying to help you.
Why you do that, man? You just try to make me... And what Ron was talking about yesterday?
What was Ron talking about yesterday?
Ron Dixon. He was saying, not hallucinating. He was saying, damn, what's that word? Dang.
High?
No, not high. He said something else. I forgot what it was.
Ziggity boo?
Jiggity boo. Ziggity boo. Ziggity boo is you out of space. You on cloud 9. You in your mode. Stimulation. Defense. That's what it was, man. If you didn't know, because I remember you said you didn't know.
No, I did not know. So stimulation.
Yeah, stimulation of the mind. It's like somebody zoned out off their defense or off their whatever you did they got going on. Whether they high from the substance and stuff they use or alcohol or something like that. They're in another world and they on like, hey man, you all right? You spaced out and they nod and on another level.
I don't want no stimulation.
Well, to each his own and everything. Stimulation on your mind, And then the way he was saying it, and I don't know, Ron be on some other level. I don't know what dude be on, man.
But he said he don't get on that level. He just get high.
Man, Ron cool though. I met Ron. I used to check him out. I was top flight security, and I don't know what Ron. He just went AWOL on a nigga and everything. But he real cool people and everything. I met Ron and he real cool people, but he be faded and all that. The way he's his own, man. You can't knock a person that want to get faded and all that. Can't knock them with nothing like that, but. And then you said 1 and all that. When people say that, Emanuel, you said 732 or something. You said it's one love, man. It's blessings and all. That's what we, how I interact with people and what I was taught. It's always one love.
Okay,
respect.
yeah. If he would have said one love, I would have understood it. But to just randomly say 1, I'm not.
When they say 100
like that, so I don't
when
know.
they say 1, it mean one love, man.
Okay, he explained that. Until he explained it, I did not know. I thought 1 was in Kentucky.
There you go playing again, man. You can be serious sometimes,
What?
man.
What?
You thought one was in Kentucky. Come on, man.
I
You did
didn't
smart.
know. I didn't know.
No,
I
when
didn't
people
know.
say that, no, I'm just gonna educate. When people say one love and all that, it's about respect and one love, man.
Okay.
Black unity. That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
Uh-huh.
I'm just putting you on game because you said you don't
I
know.
didn't, but
You
he
didn't know.
explained it yesterday or day before.
Smelling good in here, baby. Yeah. All right. You
What?
have a good you have a good week here. You and the family and all that. What baby girl gonna be?
She's dressed up as one of the K-pop demon hunters.
You taking her trick or treat?
No,
Oh, you don't believe in trick or treat?
I don't have a problem with it, but no, she goes with her dad. She has a mother and a father.
Oh, congratulations to Chelsea too for
Oh,
graduating and all that. Yeah,
I'll,
congratulations to Chelsea.
I'll tell
I
her.
ain't seen
I'll
her in
tell
the
her.
chat later. You know, tell her twin her favorite cousin and stuff. Say what's up and congratulations.
I will tell her.
All right, you be safe, man.
Oh, somebody said you should apologize to them
Who is that?
for jacking they swag.
Oh, my homie. You talking to Wolf? Fang.
Yes.
I'm not apologizing. Come on, Fang. Come on, man. We better than that, player. Don't do that.
He
Send me
said
some
you.
numbers, though, Fang.
He said you
Some
bit
betting
him.
numbers, man.
He said you bit him.
Well, to each his own. He's entitled to what he want to say, but
You
I'm not
can't deny
apologizing.
it. You definitely was biting.
Man, I was messing with Fang because I know he was gonna get his lawnmower started. I said, "Watch this." I know he go aim him. I know he was coming for me. So, I mean, I ain't apologizing. No, I'm not doing it because I know I'm gonna do it again. But you have a good weekend, man. And guess what, man? Check this out.
What?
If I don't hear from you, good Lord's will. Ow! This twin. Hey, that's for you, Fang. I'm not apologizing. You cool. I'm not apologizing. Hey, no, I'm just joking. I'm gonna let you, E.
All right, twin.
All right, man.
All right, that's twin. So much there. So much there. How do you go to a haunted house and then think it's real? So either he went to the haunted house and he thought it was real and it terrified him, or he went to the haunted house, big tough guy, and was so scared of the fake monsters. Who knew that gangbangers was scared of fake monsters? Look, here's what you do. If you want to start a rival gang, just get everybody to dress up as some sort of a monster. And you ain't got to do no drive-bys and shoot at people. You just walk through their neighborhood like, ooh, ooh. They give up their block. They give up the whole block. Like, hey, you got it. Why'd you give up the block, nigga? Why'd you give up the block? Cause the devil was down there. The devil was down there. I ain't banging against the devil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just something to think about. Just something to think about. You have a whole crew, ghosts, goblins, demons, the devil. I said, ooh, why you leave the block, nigga? Frankenstein. I ain't about to fuck with Frankenstein. I'm out of here, you know. Hey, next thing you know, you got the block on lock. Something to think about. I never thought gangsters would be that scared. Fame.
Hey, how you doing?
Fame, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pleasant per usual. You know, everybody. Hi, my name's Edsel. I just want to tell you, I'll take the Patriots -5.5 at home. Might want to throw a little dough on the Steelers too, just a little bit. Like I think they're going to upset the Colts at home. So you know, you can put a little bit of bread on that. And I wouldn't take it to the house, but I just got a strange feeling on that one. But nonetheless, the gentleman doesn't want to apologize. That's fine. We all know, you know, hip hop don't have no copyrights and trademarks or nothing in it. You know, at that time when hip hop came out, you know, but we all know that you want to be my son, and it's all good. But you know what? after careful consideration, I think we're taking the Cheryl Long situation. I think we're thinking about it the wrong way.
Okay.
She definitely is a micromanaging asshole. Like that goes without saying.
Don't agree.
I mean, it's written in our face that that's what she does. But she was just basically but she's not an idiot. She knows that emails are public record information, and such an email would get out to the public at some point. So she's basically laying the groundwork of saying we communicated to her the things we were concerned with before they fire her.
Yeah.
She's basically leaving the groundwork before they've already decided they're going to fire her.
Maybe.
And she's just kind of laying the groundwork for it, like with the this email shows that Teresa's somewhat insubordinate. Like I said, step over people's heads, that type of thing. She doesn't follow chain of command.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then so next on, it'll be something else. It's probably a slew of emails in there in Texas that show that they're basically lining her up, for lack of a better term, if I can use the kids' parlance.
Yeah, she was being strategic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she's still a micromanaging asshole. I think that goes without saying.
I don't think it goes without saying. As a matter of fact, I think you could go without saying that.
Either she's doing this on her own accord, or she's being micromanaged by her boss, who would be the mayor.
I'm not sure you know what micromanaging mean then, if that's what you think.
I just it is. You dibbling and dabbling, telling people who to fire and what to do. That's unnecessary.
I'm not sure that that's true.
You're being the heavy assy.
I think that there are times when a manager might have to step in and instruct maybe a lower manager on things to do. But if you're not in the the minutia, the day to day, I don't necessarily consider you a micromanager. But saying overall things like don't schedule yourself on some task force without at the very least letting us know, I don't think that's micromanagement.
Okay. Times, much like Twin ain't got to apologize. I ain't got to go with your reasoning there, but hey, it is what it is. I'm out here about to go out here with the children. It's wolf hours here, so I just want to wish everybody a safe, happy Halloween. Be safe. Make sure if you ain't gonna be out with the kids, pass out something to the kids. Remember when you was a 10, 12-year-old? You know what I'm saying? Let these kids have some fun. And pass out good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I digress. It's always a pleasure. We'll try this again sometime next week. But until then, everybody just remember, Edsel is a wolf that hunts in the daytime. But that full moon that you're going to see tonight, that's my gang sign. Oh!
All right. All right. Well, hey. Fame, you could steal his howl because he's stealing the gang sign from you. So you could get on him like, no, I'm the one with a gang sign. So if he could say he got a gang sign, you could do a terrible howl. Fair exchange. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, E-Man?
How you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah. I had to do a quick search on the Homie the Clown kidnappings in Chicago. It sounds so ludicrous. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's do a quick search. But there was an urban legend that happened in Chicago during the 90s. Let's see what happened. There's some allegation of clowns kidnapping kids, and so the kids came up with it and said, well, that's the Homie the Clown kidnapping. So it went around and everything, and essentially that's how I got dubbed the Homie the Clown kidnappings, but they never could confirm, the police couldn't confirm anything. And it's also a remix of what was alleged to have happened back in the 80s. So it sounds like somebody, was trying to scare some kids to not go out trick-or-treating. So I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, but going to a haunted house and being afraid of the stuff at the haunted house, thinking this kid talking about, well, I'm a gangster at that time, I was going to shoot him. What kind of, I don't understand it.
I just think you go to a haunted house, you're a little actor in a haunted house, probably making a little to no money, and especially if nobody paying for the haunted house, you just in there jumping out at people, and next thing you know, somebody's socking you, somebody's shooting you, because they too scared to deal with a haunted house. That ain't hard.
Yeah. Back then, it's probably maybe with $3.50 to $5 an hour too.
Right.
Getting shot at? Oh my goodness. Yes, no, I couldn't be on that job very long. But yeah, but I remember back when we were teenagers, we went with my cousin who lived on the other side of town and had a lot of white friends. We went on this haunted hayride. And we out there, get on the hayride and everything. It was like, okay, what's going on? And then some, they had some, little spooky stuff. And then, some kid got, I got spooked. He got spooked. He jumped off. I'm getting out of here. Starts to run. And then, someone jumped out and boom, shot him. It was like, whoa. I was like, oh, he's part of the show. He's part of the show. So, but yeah, at no point in time did I think, the little kid was dead. So I need to pull out my strap and just start blasting. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, I can't say exclusively, but every haunted hayride that I ever heard of was some white people stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where my cousin found out about it from, the folks who live on the same side of town as he did. But yeah.
Now, Brent, did you ever live in Cincinnati? Are you from Cincinnati?
I have family that used to live there and that still live there. Like, a few months ago, there was my cousin, Clyde Beard. He was unfortunately murdered at his house. Yeah, he was my second cousin. So the Beard, there's still Beards all up through there. So even David Beard, the black guy who was on Lincoln's show talking about the golf tournament fundraiser to help raise funds to get more black home inspectors. So yeah. So I've been there several times, been to the music festival and everything, seen, what's her name, Patti LaBelle roll around on the stage and kick her shoes off. So yes, I know about Cincinnati.
But you've never lived
Forest
here?
Fair, never lived there, no.
Okay.
No. Went to Forest Fair Mall. My cousin worked at the arcade and played every game possible. He was just giving me just handfuls and handfuls of tokens. So yeah. So, but speaking of that, my cousin who was there, every year his family, the other side of the family, they would get together down in Panama City and get a condo over Christmas time. So, it makes sense. You live in Cincinnati, you want to get out of the cold. So why not go down to Panama City on the beach? And they had a big old pot of gumbo. And it was like, yeah, you can go in there and get what you want. And I was like, what's that brown meat up in there? And they was like, oh, that's coon. I was like, no, thank you. So that's just what they did. They cut up raccoon, and raccoon is really, really dark meat. So, yeah. So the raccoon jerky, I wouldn't doubt if there was raccoon jerky. I don't know if they would sell it at Buc-ee's, but quite possibly.
Yeah. By the way, Panama City, that's in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, that is the home of Club La Vela, where they held many episodes of WCW. So, side wrestling note.
Okay.
That was there.
First time I went to Panama City, Florida, that's where we went, was to Club La Vela. And they were having, I'm going to call it a bathing suit contest. And we were really upset because they told the girls that they could not take their tops off. We were bothered by that. And then the police start trying to harass us and get us out of town. But, yeah.
But you didn't start blasting on them when they said, the ladies couldn't get naked, did you?
No, we didn't start blasting on them.
Okay, yeah. And the one time me and my best man, we did go there, and there was some, you could look at the kids and see they were underage. But they went there, handed them their, the IDs, and the dude looked up and down to them, took their money, sent them up to the next guy, and the next guy was security. He turned right back around and sent them on out. So they stole their money and kicked them out for having a fake ID.
That's terrible.
We sitting there looking. Yes, it is. That is extremely terrible. But I guess that's better than calling the cops and having them arrested, for fake IDs and all of that good stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Is this the last thing? Yeah. Well, pretty much the last thing. I did confirm with the Pound Cake psalmist Tanika that the prize for winning the Cincinnati City Council, not raffle, the contest, whatever it is, would be one of her fantabulous cakes. So, you guys, go to all the betting websites and everything and gather all your data. So the top prize will be a tasty one. So,
All right.
we got that set up. We'll wait till everything's official. So, hopefully, Wednesday, Thursday, to do the tallying and all that other good stuff. So
All right.
Yeah, we're good. But that's pretty much it. Other than Buc-ee's, 80 to 120 fuel pumps. It's chaos. The ones down here, because it's always busy and people moving any and everywhere, and you can get some everything. Clean bathrooms, tons of bathroom stalls, but the women's line is still always long, which is absolutely insane. And those Buc-ee nuggets, whatever they are, man, that is sugar diabetes in every single bite of those.
I don't know what they are. What are they?
They're like, just imagine corn pops. Back when we were younger, you had the sugar corn pops, the yellow ones. Just imagine them a lot bigger, almost double the size, but covered with like brown sugar, like a brown sugar syrup. So it's super, super sweet.
Oh.
So, after the first 3 or 4, you better have you some water to help dilute all of that sugar that you're ingesting.
All right.
So that's pretty much it. You have a good weekend, and a minion or hazmat man or I don't know, T-Move Darth Vader. I don't know what you are.
I'm a minion.
But you have a minion. All right, which one are you? Are you Fred or are you Stewart? Those are the 2 names I know.
All right.
All right, well, take it easy.
You do the same. I'm sorry I didn't hear the last thing he said, because when I put this on, I can barely hear. I'm a minion. What do the minions say? Because they don't really talk, do they? What do they say? I don't know what they say. I don't know. And I can't leave this thing on. I'm sorry. I can't. I got us kicked out of a club. I got us kicked out of a club when I lived in Alabama. Of course, I was 18. 18. Got to be 21 to enter. I don't know why. I had just got my driver's license from the state of Alabama. We go into the club. I was stupid, okay? I'm prefacing this with I was stupid. We go into the club. I can't remember the name of the club. Metric, if you watching, what was the name of the club? But we go into the club, walk in. It was at least 4 of us. They walk in, the person at the door kind of, he didn't pat us down, but just kind of, check you over and let you go. Check you over, let you go. Check you over, let you go. I walk up, but because I was anticipating them checking ID, I had my ID in my hand. He wasn't checking no IDs, but I wasn't even smart enough. Just put the ID away. He ain't checking IDs. They gonna let you in. I get up there. Hey, let me see your ID. You ain't old enough to come in here. I'm like, I'm with them. I don't know what to tell you. I'm So they went and got them all, and I think they checked their IDs, and only one of us was old enough to actually go in. So then everybody got kicked out the club, and they was all looking at me. They was so mad. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I was so stupid. I felt so bad for getting everybody kicked out the club. I felt so bad. All I had to do was put it in my pocket. He wasn't checking IDs. Plus, you have a baby face. Yeah, they used to always tell me that I looked like I was in the 9th grade. I'm 18 years old. I'm a grown man. You see my mustache? I didn't really have no mustache. I had a few hairs growing up there. Brent says, so instead of waiting for your friends in the car, you dry snitched on them and got everybody kicked out the club. No, I was really, well, I guess, yes. Yes is the answer. But it wasn't like I did it intentionally. I did it like, because they was gone, so I wasn't going to wait in the car for no hours that wasn't happening. And they was ready to go. Like, they wasn't paying no attention because they just knew I was getting in and they was walking. I'm like, hey. And so really what I was doing was trying to let him know, hey, get them. Let them know I'm not making it in. But then I think they checked their ID and kicked them out. It was all my fault. It was 100% my fault. 100% my fault. Is 18 considered to be a grown man? Hell yeah. When I was 18, I'm grown. I don't know what you talking about. Ask any 18-year-old, are you grown? Hell yeah, I'm grown. So, but yeah, I got us all kicked out. You were a grown man at 5'1". Really? I probably was about 5'1". Probably weighed about, I think at that point I was 95 pounds, 93, 95 pounds, 5'1". Yeah, I was a grown ass man. Just trying to go to the club. Run up on some chick. And that was before I had the vet. I didn't have a vet yet. So, yeah. I was trying to get up in the club and you know, really, I didn't have like an apartment or nothing. I lived with my grandparents. So I didn't have an apartment or nothing. So the best I could do, and y'all know I don't drink and I can't dance. But I thought I'm going to get up in here. I'm going to meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get some digits. I might even, because I'll get on the dance floor if I think I'm going to get some scrapes. So I was thinking I might get some scrapes. You know what I'm saying? Get up in the club, give me some scrapes, get a phone number, go home, call her. I didn't have a car. So I had to borrow my cousin's car every time I went somewhere. But hey, I was going to get some scrapes that night at least. Got everybody kicked out. Ron D.
Bitches get stitches, niggas. Why would you take your ID out, man?
I don't know.
And why would you snitch on everybody else?
I don't know, because they was like, while we was walking in there, they was like, okay, they going to check your ID. They going to check your ID. And in Alabama at that time, if you were under 21, your ID was, on your ID, it was raised and it was black. And so what I had done was I took an eraser, because, you could just take it, and I erased the black. So it was still raised with a star on it. But I'm thinking, I erased the black and I'll be good. I was stupid, man. And so I had it in my
Really?
hand because I was ready to pull this trick on him and to show it to him like, blam, there you go. He don't see no black. He think I'm old enough to get into the club. Boom, I'm in the club getting my scrapes on. It didn't work out that way.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that one dumber. And I guess it ain't really dumber. But now, you said you didn't drink.
Right.
Now, I started drinking when I was, 13. And now, we drunk. We go to a party. We sneak and get a liquor from my cousin's wedding. We take and steal the bottles. We take and steal some. Now, mind you, we 15. Mind you, like I said, we 15. We gonna steal the bottles, go get drunk. We go to a party. The other dudes was like, hey, let's get Doolittle goes to the store. We're going to steal some wine. Because I used to do the stealing back in the day. So we go, and now, mind you, this story is really vague, and they told me the story, and it's really vague to me because I got blackout drunk and didn't remember.
Oh.
So
at 13?
we go to no, it was 15 at the time.
Oh.
But I started drinking when I was 13. So we go to the store. They said the bottles was clanking and shit. You know, when you go get a bunch of bottles, you know, they said they was clanking, and I still just went on out the store. We get drunk. Oh, drunker. I'm sitting in the basement. Kenny Mitchell had a party, and some people know who Kenny Mitchell is. Kenny Mitchell had a party in the H. So we down in the basement. I'm drunk as hell. Like I said, I'm 15. I done drank wine, bourbon, or some stuff that we was drinking. So I'm sitting in a chair, and I don't know what came over me, but the washer and dryer was catacorn in the corner of the basement. And I'm sitting there in the chair, and man, I just take off, dive head first, back behind the washer and dryer. My cousin come out, and come into the room that I was in, because I was in the laundry room and the party was in the basement, but it was like combined. My cousin come and just they snatched me out, and my cousin like, man, what in the hell is you doing, man? So they sit me back in the chair, and I take and do it again. Take it and dive back behind the washer and dryer. They take me out. I throw up all over the place. My dude Pig carried me home. My mother said when I walked with, first of all, Pig was wrong because he carried me to the door and rang the doorbell and left. My mother said my stepfather was the one who answered the door, and they said when he answered the door, I just fell face down on the carpet in the hallway. My stepfather carried me back into the bedroom. Only thing I remember, him punching me in the head about 4 or 5 times, and then me going to sleep. And they made me go to church. This was on Saturday. They made me go to church. Now, again, I'm 15 years old. My stepfather went and got some suits from a garage sale the week before. And they was like, man, they was hot. Bell bottoms, all that. Man, he put me on one of them suits. I'm sitting in Sunday school dead hungover, basically dead drunk. Everybody, man, they were like, you smelling like you've been drinking. And of course I had. But man, that is more embarrassing than you snitching on them and you getting kicked out of the club. So anyway, I want to tell you something that Nate said yesterday.
All right.
That I think he took it that I was going to be embarrassed about the situation that I tell you. First of all, politics didn't have nothing to basically do what I was saying to you yesterday. What I was saying to you yesterday was a spiritual aspect has to what this world is and what it's becoming. Now, if you don't believe God, in God, and you got your own beliefs, whatever. But my belief is, I see what's coming. Let me ask you a question. Now, you believe in God, right?
I do.
So, does He answer you when you pray?
Not audibly.
Not audibly. No, I don't think he answers any of us audibly. I said, does He answer you?
Do some of my prayers get answered? Yes.
Okay. Now, do you communicate? Do you communicate with God? Do you have a relationship with God? Do you talk to God?
I talk to Him. Yes. Again, He does not audibly respond.
Okay. No. See, you trying to think that I'm going somewhere else.
No. I'm just trying to be thorough in my answer to your question.
So now, God does not answer me audibly.
Okay.
But He speaks to my spirit just like He speaks to everybody else's spirit.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree? Now. Okay. Now I may be getting ahead of myself. Have you had a conversation with God?
I'm not sure. Again, I've.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Wait. Hold on. Let me complete my answer.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let me complete my answer. I've talked to God, and I have felt like God has revealed things to me, but that's just how I feel. I can't.
No. He does that. Well. Okay. Do you believe in the Bible?
Do I believe what?
In the Bible.
I believe the Bible exists.
No. Well. Do you believe certain things in the Bible?
Which certain things are we discussing?
I don't. What do you believe? Wait. No. Okay. Well, that's a better question. What do you believe in the Bible? What is your belief?
I don't know what answer you're looking for because I don't know the conversation that we're having.
I'm looking for the answer that you give. I'm asking you a question. What is your belief?
So hold on. You want me to go through the Bible and tell you everything that I believe and some stuff that I'm not sure about?
I mean, you don't have to tell me what you're not sure about. I want you to tell me, what do you believe? What do you believe in the Word? It's not a trick question.
It's
not a trick question.
It's a very broad question.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to answer.
Okay. No. I want to give you a break. One of my favorite scriptures is, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Christ, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be thou transformed, or be thou Be not conformed, but be thou transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, that means to think different. Now, things that I would have done in the past, I noticed that I didn't do when I got saved. So that's something that I believe in. I'm asking you what you believe in. It's not a trick question.
It's not a trick question, but it's a very broad. Okay, I believe that God created the heavens and the earth. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's it.
Again, you want me to go through every detail of the Bible
No.
say what I believe?
No. That I mean, if that's the only thing that you believe in, if that's the thing that you want to concentrate on, I'll concentrate on that. Now,
but hold on. But what is the point in that? I don't know how to answer the question because I don't know what conversation we're having. We was talking about me getting three other people kicked out the club, and next thing I know, you asking me what do I believe. So if I knew the context of the conversation, then I could probably tell you what I believe within the context of that.
No. What? I mean, I just don't understand. I'm asking you. What the context of the question is your belief. I'm asking you what you believe.
But I don't even understand. Hold on, but okay, maybe you can. But help me. How did we get here? I told a story
because I was talking about Nate and I think what he assumed what was going to embarrass me, but I want to challenge him on that. And I'm going to challenge you yourself because I know how you are. Now, of course, if you don't want to answer it, and of course, if you don't know, like you said, like you told Twin, say you don't know.
Okay, I don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. Okay, now, what is your belief? I'm going to ask. I'm asking you because of the conversation that I put forth yesterday about us coming together and all that. And I'm asking you about, what your belief is and how you communicate with God. Does God communicate with you? I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Let me answer. In the context of the conversation that we were having yesterday, I believe that God created life. And I believe that he probably didn't stop creating life here on Earth. There probably are other life forms outside of the planet Earth. Now, I don't know if they're driving comets to Earth to invade us or not. I don't necessarily believe that he created life to leave one galaxy to come to this galaxy to invade Earth.
Okay, and I wasn't talking about that in any kind of way. Now, of course, you won't answer the question.
I answered the question.
No, because you didn't. Okay. How do you communicate with God? Let me say it that way. How do you communicate with God? Does God answer you?
I thought we went through this. I communicate with God. I pray.
Okay, but okay. Now, I asked you, did God answer you? And I asked you, do we have a relationship? And
I
how
answered those questions.
Now, God communicates with, I think everybody's different, but he communicates with us spiritually. He's not going to answer yours audibly. Now, he can, but he doesn't. He communicates with us spiritually. Now, if he communicates with you spiritually, and he communicates with me spiritually, how I don't understand how can I put it? Okay, let me just cut through the checks. Okay, now y'all, you try to clown me, and they try to clown me too.
What did I do?
And well, yesterday.
I just listened to your story.
Yesterday, and he was, talking about me saying that that I said they were gonna fuck your kids. Now, I said it, and I definitely meant it, because I'm taking this there because Nate took it there, and I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Now, they're not talking about you haven't heard anything about the kids that they've been rescuing, right? You said that if you didn't know that you would say you didn't know. Now, did you know about the kids that they've been rescuing?
What kids are you talking about?
No, the immigrant kids that they had 350,000 kids missing during from the Biden administration. Did you know that they have been rescuing those kids?
I don't even know if what you're saying is factually accurate.
Okay.
So I guess to answer your question, no.
Okay. You can ask Siri. What? No, you don't even have to ask Siri. You being full of shit. Now, like I said, if Kamala and the Biden administration had continued what they did, they would have been fucking your kids right now. And right now it's well over 300,000 kids missing. And if they not cooking them and eating them, you damn sure know they fucking them.
I don't know that.
Now,
I don't know nothing about these kids.
Not now. But see now, you try to play semantics and all that other bullshit.
You asked me a question. I am clearly answering every question that you ask.
But wait a minute. Now you always try to play these games. You always try to play these games, but you don't get to no results. And you take and you spin the minds of black folks, but especially black folks. You spin the minds of black folks.
I'm sorry for spinning y'all minds.
Sit there and say it. No, yeah. But see, some of these people don't know that you use dark psychology on them. But see,
I apologize for using dark psychology.
But see, see, you doing that. You doing that is using dark psychology. And please, everybody look up. Everybody, you use your AI and ask AI what's dark psychology and dig.
Oh, you meant look up like research.
Now, what's the trip is? You and Nate both. You and Nate both, you try to take away from twins
What did I
You're trying
take
to
away
take
from
away.
Twin?
No, wait, man. No. Yeah, but see, you don't. I don't have to explain it to you, and I don't have to explain it to anybody else, because they see it. If you don't see it, if you don't see it, it's because you're not educated enough to see it.
I must not
You
be
know,
educated enough.
So yeah. I would expect you to say that. But now, the nitty gritty is, you know, there is a culmination.
There is a what? Hold on, I missed that word.
Culmination.
Culmination.
Well, I think it's a coronation. A coronation.
Oh, coronation. Okay.
To what's to come. You know, the Bible. I look to my word because that's what established me. But that's only the babe me. You know that's the milk for the babes. I got me plenty of the and I'll say it, the meat from other sources.
You've gotten a plenty of meat.
Yeah, I got plenty of meat from other sources. I'll say it. You can be silly all you want to.
What?
But
You said you got plenty of meat.
But what's coming is what's coming. Go ahead, baby. Damn. Shit.
Who are we cussing at?
I'm driving.
Oh.
I'm driving.
Okay.
It's a culmination to what's to come. And you know, we've been dealing with the signs and wonders of what it is. We've been dealing with the signs and wonders. And I'm like I told you yesterday, I'm not talking about no wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes in diverse places. And if you really looked at the earthquakes, people would be scared around the world. But I digress. Like I said, you know, we need to get ready. So because if say that,
and I hate to do this, but what are we getting ready for?
Hey, you know what? You know what? If I got to tell you, see, that's why I asked you about, you know, your relationship and all that other stuff with God, because see, I knew you continue to clown and all that other stuff, and this ain't really for you, because I know exactly what you gonna do, you know, but it's for everybody. For everybody else that has an ear to listen, because you think that Trump is sending battle groups to Venezuela because of Venezuelan drug dealers, or do you think that he's sending those battle groups down there because, like I said before, last year, that they had 3 Russian bombers in there in Venezuela, and the Russians are in Venezuela in a big way. Now, you think hey, like I said, you keep playing, but people that know, you know. People that know, and if you don't know, you better get in that water, because you go find out.
All right.
And like I said, I ain't gonna run from what I am. I ain't gonna run from what I am. God made me who I am, and He made me who I am for such a time as this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
100. And 100 means bad, just 'cause.
I don't know what happened. Somebody just tell me if I'm following this right. Because I'm a little confused. So, I told a story about getting my cousins kicked out of a club. And then Ron called and told a story about getting drunk and then getting socked in the head by his father or stepfather or somebody, and then them dragging him to church. And then he began questioning my relationship with God and how God communicates with me. And because I didn't give him the appropriate answer, then he began questioning what I believe. And I wasn't 100% sure what he was talking about. And so then he said in the context of what he talked about yesterday. And yesterday he said, we're distracted because we're not talking about these, what did he say, 17 comets, which according to him is unprecedented in our solar system. And he said he was asking in the context of what he talked about yesterday. And so I told him my beliefs based on the context of what he discussed yesterday. And then that seemed to bother him. And he began to talk about somebody effing kids. And I remember him saying that yesterday, but then he said I made fun of him, but I didn't make fun of him. Nate said that he said that they was going to be effing your kids. And then he admitted that he said they was going to be effing kids. I didn't make no jokes about effing kids because that's not funny. I didn't make no jokes about Ron. I didn't joke about his drinking. I didn't joke about him getting socked in the head. I didn't joke about the comet that may or may not be a spaceship. I just tried to answer the questions, and I'm confused because I don't know what happened. I don't. And then next thing I know, I'm using dark psychology on people, and I'm taking stuff from Twint. I'm confused. As I sit here right now, I don't know what was the right answer to any of the questions that he asked. How does God communicate with you? I say yes, but not audibly. Then he asked me, well, how does God communicate with you? And I say, I believe he speaks to my spirit. None of those answers was good enough. I was playing, joking, using dark psychology. I got to get out of here. I have to go. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate, Halloween and all of that good stuff. I don't understand what happened. I don't know how we got off track. How did we get from Club La Vila to the club in Alabama to drunkenness to getting socked in the head to church to the skies to effing kids to me using dark psychology? can tell you, me personally, I've not had meat by other sources. I got my meat. That's it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. But yeah, I forgot about jumping behind the washing machine in the laundry room. It was so much in that conversation. And I was trying to answer him, but every time I answer, he get mad. Every time I answer a question, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't the right answer. I just don't. I give up. I give up. I don't. I think what caught me off guard was that I genuinely didn't know what we were talking about because the conversation changed so abruptly. And it was flowing between, what do you think about this? But you won't answer, but I said this, and then your brother said that, and y'all made fun of me. Look, I apologize if I'm using dark psychology and I don't know it. Because if I'm using dark psychology on y'all, I don't know it. It's not my intention. I just be trying to understand stuff. And if that's dark psychology, then I'm steering y'all wrong. Because I believe you should try to understand when people, you ain't got to agree with people, but you should try to understand what people are saying when they're saying stuff. But apparently that's dark psychology. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I don't know if we're going to a haunted house or what we're doing, but I gotta get ready, get out of here. I appreciate y'all all hanging out with me. Yeah, I appreciate y'all all hanging out with me. If you don't observe Halloween, enjoy the rest of your evening. Be good to one another. Be careful out on the streets and all that kind of stuff. If you do observe Halloween to even some degree, have fun. Stay safe. And yeah, if you're giving away candy to the kids, you should already have some good candy to give to the kids. So, get the kids some good candy. And let me tell y'all, candy corn is good candy. I be hearing people hate on candy corn, but candy corn is good candy. It really is one of my favorite candies. And I eat it color by color. I don't know why, but I eat candy corn color by color. I eat the white, I eat the orange, and then I eat the yellow. Or is it white and then yellow? And whatever colors, I eat them color by color. Break it down. So stop hating on candy corn, and it is what it is. Candy corn is just wax. It's not. Wax is wax. Flavored wax is wax. Candy corn is just some good candy. It's delicious. So y'all, get out and enjoy. I know I said I got to get out of here, and I really do. in no particular order, candy corn, Smarties, almost any of that candy on a rope, like, because it's almost the same as candy coated Smarties, even though it's slightly different. So almost any of that candy on a rope, put on a necklace and you can eat the necklace. I like Skittles and stuff like that, the little bags of Skittles. I like, in terms of candy bars, I would say Three Musketeers or Payday. Those are kind of my favorite. I'm trying to think of what other good candies I always liked for Thanksgiving, for Halloween. I never liked, I did like those, it's like caramel with the white stuff in the middle, with the white sugar thing in the middle. And yes, I pop out the white sugar thing in the middle and eat that first, and then eat the caramel. Jelly Bellies. Jelly Bellies are always good, but those are really expensive. I'm trying to think of candy that I used to get for Halloween. No, Mary, not a Now Later fan. No. I can't really. Those are my. I think those are my tops. Those are my tops. The candy corn. No, I don't eat no black licorice. I'm not a barbarian. No, not Tootsie Rolls, not Jolly Ranchers. I mean, those were okay. Somebody said Buckeyes. I've heard people call them Buckeyes. I'm not sure if that's actually what they're called. The candy does actually have a name. Jerica said, I don't eat anything that squirts in my mouth. It doesn't squirt in your mouth. It does not squirt in your mouth. And why are you so averse to that? As a woman, you should be okay with that. What is the name of that candy? Y'all keep saying it's shoot, what is it? I can't pronounce the name. GOETZE''S. Getsy's. That's what it's called. Oh, definitely Reese cups. Definitely Reese cups. No, I'm not a butterscotch fan. Definitely no on the Chico sticks. But yeah, those are the candies that I like. Oh, and those ones, I don't know how to describe them. They come in a roll. I don't know how to describe them. I'm sorry. They come in a roll. They're different flavors. They have chocolate. I mean, they're not chocolate. Most of them are. They're like orange flavored and they're like little. I gotta look them up. I never liked the chocolate ones. I don't even know why they put chocolate in there. I always liked taffy. Banana taffy, the best. Necco, Necco wafers. I always liked those. Yes, Crystal, you knew what I was talking about. I always liked those, although I never liked the chocolate ones. I don't know why they ever made the chocolate ones. Why did they make them chocolate? The chocolate ones are nasty. Almost all the rest of them are good. But the chocolate ones are nasty. I used to just throw the chocolate ones away. Why would they make them chocolate? And I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it makes me angry. Since I was a little kid, I've been angry. That question, I've wanted to know, why did they make them chocolate? Why did they put the chocolate ones in here? It's an unreasonable level of anger, but I would always be mad about that. Oh, Crystal talking about you love the chocolate ones. See, Crystal is the maniac. Crystal is the barbarian who likes the chocolate ones. April, Crystal and April. These are the mentally deranged people who like the chocolate ones. It don't really make you mentally deranged or a barbarian or a maniac. I just don't like them. I don't like them. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great evening. And, again, if you enjoy it, Jerica, talk about the Gushers candy traumatized me. I told you, I used to love those Gushers. The bubble gum with the liquid center. And I used to just, when you say it, it don't sound right. But as a grown man, I don't want to say it, but I think Mrs. Livingston appreciates the way that I used to eat that candy. And I'm just leave it at that. Because if you ate it right and then it develops like a little bubble, and then you just kind of, inside your mouth, you just lick on the little bubble until the little bubble just bursts. And yes, the little bubble just bursts. And you go, wow. Mrs. Livingston appreciates it if nobody else. Look, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. For real, I'm out. As always, be the reason that somebody smile. What's freaky about that, LaDonna? Hey, that's not freaky. That's like normal. It's candy. What are you talking about? Why are you making it anything other than candy? Get your mind out the gutter. Be the reason that somebody smiles today. I'm out, y'all. Peace.